Lynette with Charm Grammy Crochet. How are you today? Today, at the time of filming, is Thursday. I think I'm going to make 2 videos today. I do want to thank you all for coming back again and again, to all of my returning subscribers. If you're new, thanks for stopping by. I hope you come back again and again and become one of my returning subscribers. I want to start off with an apology for being absent so much over the last couple of weeks. I know I haven't been at the Boggy Wednesdays. There's just been stuff going on in the family that has had to take precedence over everything. So you have to do what you have to do for your family. That comes first. Family first always, in my book. But I will be present at the next Boggy Blanket Brigade, barring any more issues. But I think we're good there, hopefully. And I did do some crocheting throughout the last couple of weeks. Not a ton, but I did do some. If you've been around, you may remember that my daughter asked me to crochet for a raffle basket that she's doing for Right to Read. She's involved in, she's a teacher. She's very involved in teaching people to read, people of all ages, but she works for a school system. She was working for the state, but now she's back to a school system. And but she's involved in some charity groups for Right to Read. And they're doing I guess a Chinese raffle, and we're doing a grilling basket that she asked me to make some stuff for. So she wanted a red, white, and blue theme. Okay, I hope we're still working. My phone keeps ringing. This is the second time I've started this video because of phone calls. So anyway, we're to the, where were we? Red, white, and blue theme. So as you know, I made some pot holders, red, white, and blue. They were supposed to be different sizes, and I don't know why they didn't turn out different sizes to start with. I started with this is the, what do they call it, magic pot holder. I started with the white, and this is sugar and cream, and I had one like larger skein of that. That I had this yarn to do the red, white, and blue flag pot washcloth with Laura from Mammy's Crochet and Farming, her Wednesday wipeouts. My red, white, and blue washcloth turned out really bad, or else I would have included it in this basket, but it turned out really bad, so it's not going in the basket, and I wasn't going to attempt it again. But I bought this, or I had this, and with me, and then I had to buy the white and the red and the blue, and this is Hobby Lobby. I love this cotton. So I was like, oh yay, I have just purchased the perfect red and blue yarn for this. So I started with a 30 single crochet using a 5mm hook, 30 chain. Couldn't think of the number. Anyway, I started with a 30 chain on the white one. And then I was going to do 35 with the next one and 40 with the next one. Well, I don't remember which came next, the red or the white. And I counted 35. I'm pretty sure I started with 30 on this one and was going to go 35 on the next one. And when I finished it, they were like pretty much the same size. So I made all 3 of them the same size because then they would look really dumb if one was different, I thought. So I had them, and I thought, well, that'll be fine. They have a red, white, and blue. It'll look cute. The white one, which was supposed to have the least amount of stitches to it, actually is just a little bit bigger than the other 2, but that's okay. We're going to just deal with it. So we have them in the red, white, and blue. Then I decided I wanted to make a trivet, and I thought that I was smart enough to figure out how to do the trivet and make it look like the flag that I wanted it to look like. And I was doing it, it wasn't turning out right, and then I realized after I started from the bottom and was going to work my way up. I haven't done a wiggly trivet in a long time. and I was kind of just winging it as I went, and it wasn't great. It was okay. Then I started putting the blue in with the white stars, and it was working out until I laid it down and realized that I had it backwards. I'm like, oh no. You couldn't make it not be backwards. You couldn't flip it this way or that way. And it wasn't backwards when you're crocheting it upside down, but yeah, it was backwards. So that being said, I frogged it, and I typed in wiggly, and I came up with this pattern from Nastasia. Hers was not in red, white, and blue, but I made mine in red, white, and blue, and I just love it. I think it is quite adorable, and I'm real happy with it. So that is my wiggly trivet, and my daughter wants to keep it, and I'm like, nope, can't have it. So I had a little bit of that yarn left over, and I said, I'm gonna make another pot holder, and I'm just gonna make it bigger, just like a lot bigger, and we'll try to use up this yarn. So I started here. This is the start side, and I think this is 50 stitches. I think I did, and I did a few rows, and then I did equal amount of red and blue. Then I did white for a big huge patch, and then I did the blue and the red until it ran out. So it was now on this side, and I ran out of red here, and then I ran out of the blue here, ran out of the red here, and I had run out of the white when I changed it up here. So, but I did have another skein, a partial skein of white, and I filled that in. And this is, I think the other was sugar and cream, and this is peaches and, yeah, this is peaches and cream. Same yarn. I mean, it's all like the same yarn. And I know it's got jagged starts and stops. I don't care. I don't care. On this side, you don't see that. So show this side. But when you're crocheting these, you're crocheting it in the round, but it's, let's turn it this way. These were the corners. But then when you flip it and you make them meet in the center, now the corners are different. So that's why they're like they were at the corners when it was the other direction, because you like crocheted inside out. It doesn't matter. It's still cute. If you don't want to see the jagged edge, you just show this side. It will work as a nice size trivet. It will work for a nice large pot holder. And the set, I think, looks really cute together. So that's what's going in the basket. Along with then some growing utensils and whatever. I got my part done. Or, you know, I mean, we will together probably purchase the stuff, the grilling utensils, which we probably should do soon, before they start not having that stuff in the stores anymore. But this has to be done for August 1st, so I got to get that to my daughter soon. And then I did, the only other thing I crocheted on during the last couple of weeks, I did work on my smiley face blanket. And it is this big. I don't know if you can see, I don't know what you can see. It measures about 32 inches across. This skein of yarn, I don't think I had used any. This is what's left so far. I don't think I used any out of this particular skein. I think it was a completely full skein, but I'm not 100% guaranteed on that. But I'm sure, I feel pretty certain that I should have enough. And I'm just doing the normal, you know, you increase the number of stitches between increases every round. I think the last round I was at 25 stitches, and it's lays flat, but when you fold it in half, it's not a straight line. It's like going this way a little bit, and I'm not happy with that. So I think on my next round, I'm going to add extra increases, and then go to the 25. But I think I might like increase, I almost want to say every 12 or 13 stitches. I'm not, and I will admit this, I count, and then I stitch for a while, and then I'm like, oh, I haven't counted, I forgot to count, I got involved in something else, and maybe, I should have been at 20 stitches for an increase. Well, now I'm at 22, so I'll do my increase, then I'll go 18 stitches and do the increase. So somewhere along the line, my stitch count isn't like exactly perfect, but it's still round, it still lays flat. But I think I need to add a couple of increases. So I'm going to. I don't know how many stitches are in here. I haven't really paid attention to how many times I increase. I just know where my stitch is supposed to go. And I'm kind of playing it by ear, which is fine. I'm winging it. It'll be fine. I do have black. I'm going to do the last 2 rows, which is about 1.5 inches. I think my stitches, my double crochets are about 3/4 of an inch tall. Historically, that's pretty accurate for me. So I think the last 2 rounds, so it'll be about 1.5 inches of the blanket, will be black, and then I'm going to do at least 1 heart eye, and maybe somebody said they were doing a wink, which is kind of cute. I haven't decided what the other eye is going to be. If it's going to be a wink, if it's going to be a heart, if it's going to be, I don't know. I just, just a big solid black eye. I don't know. I am also going to, do the smile. That will be black. I am sure I am not talented enough to make like kissy lips. That's not going to happen. You see those emojis, those smiley emojis that have the kissy lips, which would be so cute. I would love to do that, but I don't think I have the intelligence, or not even intelligence. I just don't think I have the skill to do that, or the knowledge to be able to make it look decent. So we're just going to probably do like 2 rows of double crochet and make it smile. The yarn that I'm using on this is the Big Twist Value Pound Plus. The color is Varsity Yellow. You can still get this. This was a Joann's, but you can still get it. I know Mary Maxim is selling these. The last I looked a couple of days ago, they're regular $11.99, but they were still having them on sale for $8.99, and they had a lot of different colors. I know that Hirschner's also is selling Big Twist yarn. I don't know if they're selling the big value ones, but I think the big value one, well, I think this should be enough yarn to do this blanket. There are, it is a 4-weight, 1,093 yards. It's 17.6 ounces, so bigger than a pound. 100 meters, 500 grams. That's this. What else was I going to tell you about it? Oh, and Michael's bought the rights. So I'm hearing that some Michael's stores have Big Twist in it already. And some Big Twist yarns, they're giving a different name. So I don't know. It's beyond my knowledge. I just don't know what I don't know. But any big, or 3 skeins of any other, like Red Heart or whatever will work too. And that is my challenge for the Boggy Blanket Brigade, is to make a smiley blanket. It doesn't have to be yellow. It could be any color. And it doesn't have to be a circle. There is, if you email the Boggy Blanket Brigade at boggyblanketbrigade@gmail.com and ask for the Grafgan patterns, there is one that is a smiley face with a white border in a square. Is a Grafgan if you're more into doing that. And I believe it's Annette from Another Yarn that has created all of these wonderful, there's a whole bunch of them, and I need to get into doing them. But I had to get these time-sensitive projects. I had 3 time-sensitive projects for the month of July. All 3 of those are now done. The elephant for Billie, just while we're talking about Boggy Creek, Billie on Saturday is doing a auction, and I crocheted this elephant to be in the auction. She's real cute. I'm gonna miss her when she's gone. She's got these lovely, just so fun droopy ears. Or you can fold them back if you prefer, or you can do one way and one another way. They're just, I love her floppy ears. And she is made with Premier Blue. I used 4 almost complete skeins of Premier Blue to make her. I know I've showed her before, but I just wanted to let you know that's coming up on Saturday, I believe the 19th. Billie is doing the auction, so it would be awesome to see you all there. I'll be there as much as I can, but I have company coming this weekend. So I don't know how much time, if any, I will be able to be in the auction, or, you know, have it, which kind of is sad, but I have company coming. So let's see, that's what I wanted to talk to you about today. That's pretty much everything. I think there's something else at the back of my mind. I don't remember what it is. That's all the crochet I've done, for sure. So my time-sensitive projects are done. I am way behind on several other projects, and before I start those lap gans, I want to finish my other projects. At least get luck of the draw 11. I think I'm on week 8. The number was 1. So I have, I think, 3 weeks of that. I think it's done now. I'm sorry, Trish, I have not watched. Like I said, there's been stuff. So I want to get, that's my next thing to get caught up and done, is the Boggy Blanket, because I know they're starting another one right away, and I don't know if I have yarn, or if I have to go shopping in my yarn store for that. While we're here, I do have a lot of yarn in storage. I might have to just grab a bag and say this is the yarn that's going to go in the next blanket. I don't know. I do have some yarn here though. And I've been doing the neon colors and that, and I'm kind of tired of neon colors. I mean, I love the neon colors, and I'm going to finish the blanket that I have, but I feel like I want to do something different for the next Boggy Blanket, for the next luck of the draw one. So we're going to see. We'll see how that goes. I have a top I wanted to finish before fall that I was making for myself. I have the crochet along with Juan with my one weight yarn on his beautiful, I can't even think of what the name of it was, spring crochet along blanket. And the blanket is gorgeous, but I put that aside, and now I'm way behind on everything. I think I'm only on week 3 or 4 of Juan's thing. And I'm several weeks behind on the dishcloths with Laura. So I have a lot of catching up to do. I'm not going to pressure myself though. I'll get them done as I get them done. But I'm not starting a new Boggy Blanket except for the luck of the draw. If I get this one done, if I don't keep up with that, I'm in real trouble. So I might start that while I'm still working on other projects. I'd like to have a couple, but I have too many going, and I want to get them done because they're all things that I wanted to get done. I mean, they're all things that I really wanted to make that I really want to get done. So I'm going to do that before I work on another lap gan or a graph gan, before I work on the graph gan. I want to finish some of those others. So that's where I'm at with my crochet. I hope you all are enjoying your crochet. I know a lot of people don't crochet much in the summertime because it's too hot, which I can definitely understand. But I crochet inside. Where it's air conditioned, so it doesn't bother me. I crochet in the car when I feel like it. I don't as much as I used to. I always used to crochet in the car. I don't always crochet in the car now. Sometimes I just like to watch the scenery. But this circle, I can easily crochet in the car as I go. So that's awesome. So really, I think that's it for today, for this video. I was tagged in a video by Gary, so I'm going to close up this video, get it working to upload, and then I'm going to do the tag that Gary tagged me in. I'm excited to do that. It's not yarn related, but it'll be a fun video, so I hope you tune into that. Watch Gary's if you haven't already. I was tagged video. I will try to link it in the description box below. And I will see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.